today.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from Indianapolis. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Throwing to start the drive. Boyer, and incomplete to open things up.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Boyer.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw. Boyer. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Boyer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Josh Downs.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
These two teams all tied after 1.
3rd down and 6.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Boyer. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Purdy off the play fake.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're.
So his strong first half continues.
The end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, Indy set to go on offense once more.
That 7 numbers short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the form?
Time to his left. And he's able to. Now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Boyer. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Boyer. Throw left side complete. That's Atkins. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Boyer working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Boyer. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Boyer. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyer. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Boyer. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Purdy looking to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Boyer, he finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They run the counter. Moore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Moore. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's Purdy. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive.
He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 83 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw on third down, Boyer.
That is caught.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Boyer. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Nick Bosa in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. To throw on second down. Boyer. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Operating from the gun, Boyer.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Now a 3rd and 6.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Back to throw. Boyer.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Boyer. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together.